All right, first things first. As you can see,
Not blue.
one frog swamp green pool.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be frogs in it as well.
Right. So step one.
Step one, check your skimmer box. There's 2 frogs.
There's the frog. He's just. There you go. All right. So definitely frogs.
Definitely frogs.
Right.
It's
Just gonna pull him out, or
yeah. We'll,
oh yeah. There you go.
so we'll take them out. So they don't die when we chemically treat it. All right. Next thing, we'll get the gear out of the van. So this here is obviously your pump equipment.
Yep.
This is your filter. Obviously your so this one's your solar pump. This is your main suction pump, and your chlorinator cell. This is what actually broke down.
Right.
And hence this is why the pool went green.
Yep.
But as you can see, a little bit of sun.
Yes.
Bang.
Yep.
Gone. So yeah, there's a fuse in here, and it was a fuse that blew, that shut everything down. So taking care of your equipment is a major part of owning a pool. We as pool guys, we're only here once a month. So if you are a pool owner, it is your responsibility. You do have to look after your own pool. A lot of people just leave it up to us, and they say, well, it's, the pool's in my yard, but it's your pool, you look after it, you go to. Yeah, I don't want to know about it. You just make sure it's clean and clear for me and safe. Yeah. So, all right, we'll start to turn it on and get things moving. That, considering the pool looks like it does.
We'll run height.
This one being a cartridge filter.
Yes.
The cartridges are going to be blocked too. So
right.
What we'll do is we'll give it a broom, we'll give it a blind vacuum.
Yep.
It'll suck everything into here. We'll pull the cartridges out, hose them out. Which in a media filter environment, which you'll see later on today because we're going to change one.
Yep.
It's a lot easier because you're just turning a handle and pumping water out to waste, whereas this is very maintenance intensive.
Yeah.
Where we can turn our clients onto installing media filters, I personally do that every time. Yet another part of sales.
Yeah.
You come across these labour-intensive products.
Yeah.
Change it to a media filter, and you're using less water. It's just so much easier to run, easier for the owner to maintain it,
yep.
and easier for us as pool techs too.
Yep.
Okay, so what we'll do first is we'll do a water test.
Yes.
Because a water test will tell us what chemicals we need to put into it. So we'll grab some water. This is part of the mobile shop as such.
Yep.
So you can go to any pool shop and they will do a water test for you. They will use exactly the same. Generally, theirs will be connected to a computer. These we can actually Bluetooth to our phones.
Oh, nice.
It's called a spin disc. So we take our water. In these spin discs, there's a reagent which reacts with the water. Everybody would have seen a water test done on either like a stick or in the tubes, where you get your different colours. This does exactly the same thing. It just does it electronically.
Yeah, so as you were saying, most people, you normally have to, grab a vial from the pool shop, go
Take it to the pool shop.
take it to the pool shop,
Yeah.
but with Jim's Pool Care, they'll come to you and do it.
Correct. Yeah. So you don't even have to be home.
Yeah.
We can come out to you and completely fix up your pool and invoice you from the car.
Yeah.
So from here we have a calculation that we use, which is kind of like the KFC, the Colonel's secret recipe.
Right.
So same with the recipe that you put into a pool.
Yeah.
That every pool guy is different. That can change. And so, yeah, that's something that I guess I've discovered a recipe that works.
Yep.
And that's something that I guess I keep close. So with this one, I don't know if you can see here, but you can see the reading there. So that reading is essentially telling you that free chlorine and total chlorine are not evident in the pool. So there's absolutely no chlorine in that pool to kill any bacteria. The pH is sitting at 8.7. pH should be sitting between 7.2 and 7.6. So it's very high. So if we don't bring that pH down, essentially it renders the chlorine useless and everything else that you put into the pool. So the pH needs to be balanced before anything else. The alkalinity, we recommend sitting at around 120 parts per million. And everything else here, hardness, CYA, copper, phosphate. Phosphate is not evident, copper's not evident. Copper is what is, you have copper-based algicides. If it had an algicide in the pool, it would have
Picked it up.
Your hardness is your water hardness. That should be sitting at around 250. But we'll pick that up on Monday.
Yep.
When we come and rebalance the pool. Your salt content, so your salt is actually what your chlorinator picks up to turn into chlorine gas and put it back into the pool. But obviously this one hasn't been turned on and hasn't been running, so there's no chlorine. Salt level, each chlorinator is different. Most chlorinators will sit at about 3,500 parts per million.
Yep.
This is a little bit low, but it's not really going to affect anything. When we come out on Monday, we'll probably put a bag of salt into it, just to boost that up to about 3.7, because that's where this particular chlorinator needs to sit. And that should be right for summer.
All right.
Yeah.
So a bit of chemistry involved,
Bit of chemistry. So from here, I'll take down some details and put a recipe together. Once I start, I'm going to broom it first, so as we can hopefully get a few frogs out.
Yep.
Once I start putting chemicals in, you should start to see a change within 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.